This is the house of Bill Russell. This is the house of two NC2A championship teams who won 60 in a row. When you walk into the facility, you know that you have to live up to that tradition. You feel that electricity. You see the banners, and you're all part of it. You feel a part of those years and the years that you're developing now. When Coach Paletta came in here, he had a lot of pressure because he had to follow up on those great years that Phil Woolpert had. 1964, Pete Paletta was the coach of the year. He had players like Ollie Johnson. He had Dave Lee, Joe Ellis, Eddie Thomas, Erwin Muller.
Every player on our team was a superstar in high school. And when we came to USF, we all had to sacrifice. But in doing that, we came together as a team.
We ran the table. We were undefeated in the conference. We had a tremendous basketball team. We had 10, 11, 12 players that could all play. But the starting five was special, really special.
We were good, but with Ollie, all of a sudden now, we were better than good. We were on a national level, and Ollie really made that team.
He played 6 games in the NCAA tournament. This stat is unbelievable. He averaged 38 points and 19 rebounds a game. The game was easy with Ollie.
We all had our roles, and we played it to a T. Very successful run during that era. Jim was a great part of it.
Jim was a tremendous player. Could have played in any era.
He's a hustler. He shoots well. It's a good jump shot, good free throw shooter.
He was one of the greatest scorers in Northern California at the time. It's too bad we didn't play when they had the three-point line, because Jim Brovelli would be one of the great three-point shooters in college basketball.
We won a lot of games, and we were nationally ranked. And in fact, the UCLA year in the Western Regionals in my senior year, UCLA, that was their first NC2A championship. Bob Brackman, who wrote for the San Francisco Examiner in those years, he said, if UCLA is #1, USF is 1.5. And that's how good this basketball team was.
I think you have to be good. We were good, and you have to be lucky, and we always thought we should win. It wasn't easy, but it was phenomenal to be a part of it, basically.
And we achieved that greatness. We left a legacy here at USF, and we're all still friends and very close.
We were all great teammates. We're still great teammates now. We're great friends now. It's carried over a lifetime. We just gelled together as a unit, and I think that's part of the recruiting that Coach Paletta brought in a group like that to really unify.
Jim came to USF from the University of San Diego. He was the West Coast Conference Coach of the Year.
Good things are happening for local basketball teams.
That's certainly correct. A big day. The University of San Diego Toreros captured the West Coast Athletic Conference title Thursday against St. Mary's. Will play Princeton Tuesday night in Philadelphia as they make their first appearance in the NCAA tournament.
Anytime that you have a conference champion, which they are in the Ivy League, they're going to be very, very good.
Hardest decision I ever made, because I was very happy at the University of San Diego. You know, to reinstate this basketball program with such great tradition, to be a part of this thing again, to come back and start the first year from scratch, from nothing, was quite a challenge, and probably the toughest job I ever had, no question. We started off with only 6 scholarship players with 6 walk-ons with 1 assistant and, you know, limited recruiting money. We really had a tough row to hoe there, but we stuck with it. And in the second year, we won 16 games.
He really recruited well, and he knew as a player, and in order to be successful, you had to have really good players, and he recruited guys like Mark McCaffrey, Gerald Walker, Orlando Smart, all of which, by the way, are USF Hall of Famers.
Here comes USF again.
Pick it up! He had signature wins against Notre Dame with Digger Phelps, big wins against LMU when they had Gathers and Kimball.
It's quick. Oh, is he? Walker, nice look to Walker.
And what Jim did at USF from '84 to '95 was re-emerge the Dons back to national prominence.
Nice pass. What a pass!
you try and block everything out, and the whole thing you concentrate on is your team, and develop them, and camaraderie, and put them together as a unit, and that's how you win.
Gerald Walker.
It's about team, it's about sacrifice, it's about achieving a goal together as one. Jim Brovelli did all those things. He was the right choice at the right time, and he did an outstanding job.
After Jim's career, he was asked to come back and do color commentating on radio. And I think it's a big thrill, first of all, to come back to your alma mater and to be able to give back.
What could be better than still to hang around the game and be around people in the game and watch great basketball?
You can feel the excitement as the #2 team in the country, the Gonzaga Bulldogs, have arrived here tonight. And you know, Jim, it's a tall order. You play the #2 team in the country. What does USF have to do to pull off the mighty upset here tonight?
Well, when you play a team that's this good, and they are #2 in the country, they've only lost one game, and that was on the road at Arizona. And there's no room for error. You can't make mistakes. You've got to have a great shooting night. You've got to take great percentage shots. You can't allow yourself to get caught in their tempo. You've got to control the tempo of the game. You've got to play very sound for 40 minutes because Gonzaga can take advantage of any mistake that you make.
There's a long deep three by Pangos and in. Pull up triple, good! And the Dons inch in front. Back and forth we go. Glover inbounding, here it comes, Tollefson. Jumper up, good!
Well, I really like that shot by Watson. And instead of taking it all the way in, a nice mid-range jump shot.
Watson perimeter, finding Adams, triple, good! That'll break the zone.
And that's why Chris Adams is in the game against the zone, a catch-and-shoot free artist there.
Hilliard penetrates to the basket, left side, Tollefson, three, good! What a ball game from inside War Memorial Gym.
USF really has played well tonight. They're capable of really being a good basketball team.
He has served the university so well as a player, as a coach, as a confidant, really, and caretaker of the USF program. And it has been something that's made everyone that he has coached, everyone that's been associated with, a better person.